It was very interesting to see the broader perspective that was shared by many students when Voylla case was discussed in the class. While the topic was the leadership principle and the qualities that one need to have for the business environment, students had their perspective from the fashion perspective. Also, some people talked about whether you need to have it specific to an environment or leadership is a broader principle. Is it visionary or just transactional? Is it basically a preemptive approach versus taking basically a reactionary approach? And I think the case was very well presented. Students actually could bring a lot of perspective to it. Having a discussion in a classroom settings where people throw their ideas, also get challenged by the professors when we saw both side of a perspective being challenged, they could come up with the right answer to that. I think it's a great initiative that has taken. Voylla is just one example. There are many other case studies that could come up, and I'm pretty sure the management here is structuring it really well. I was very excited and very happy to be part of it, and I wish all the students here good luck, and thank you to the professors here and Professor Anvay to build this. I think it's a great initiative, and I was very happy to be part of it.
So overall the experience has been very insightful. We got to learn from the man himself, Vishwas Shringi. So I believe that overall when you listen to such leaders, it's a very integrative process. So overall I think I would thank Dr. Anvay Bhargava and Dr. Samar Sarabhia for organizing the whole thing. So from my side, overall the experience is very interesting.
So talking about my experience in the Leadership Lab, episode 2, it was an amazing experience, and we got to learn a lot about Voylla and how actually strategic leadership works. And arguing with Samar sir was an experience in itself. But talking with the faculty in such a open way was also an experience that I will remember for my life. And the points that came across actually opened my eyes for that, and I'm very thankful. And Mr. Shringi was an absolute sport, and when it came to his journey, and it was an inspiring journey overall. Thank you.
Talking about my experience about the Leadership Lab episode 2, it was wonderful. It was quite an insightful session wherein we got to learn many traits of a strategic leader. Arguing with the devil's advocate was the best part of this entire session. Also, my sincere thanks to Dr. Anvay, Dr. Samar, Dr. Prabhat, Vishwas sir, and the entire institution. Listening to my friends was also broadening my knowledge. So overall, it was a wonderful experience. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad that I attended the second episode of Leadership Lab. It involved major learnings about strategic leadership and what are the traits that involve to be a strategic leader. And it was a good learning experience overall. And thank you to Dr. Anvay for organizing this session. It was really insightful.